What is up, YouTube? It is JoedaFlamin here. I'm here to bring you guys a brand new league that we have joined. I apologize that, the videos come out a little later than normal. Been busy with a lot of stuff, also family got a little under the weather. None of us got COVID, thankfully. But for the most part, it's one of those standard, house colds, whatever, headaches, sore throats, all that stuff. Nothing major. I mean, I don't really feel that bad, but it definitely did diminish the work there. But long story short, I'm still good for everybody. And now we're in a new league. You guys see it right here. I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. It's called the ICP League. I believe it stands for International Competitive Pokemon League or something like that. I don't fully remember the name behind it, but I know that this is like one of the most competitive draft leagues out there. As you can see, their logo is really freaking cool. It's a fancy Blacephalon with the ICP in the background. I wonder if that's a Jorge design, if anything. Of which, by the way, Jorge, I hope you watch this video. I mean, I've said it before privately and on your video. That thumbnail of Weavile was absolutely freaking amazing. You went above and beyond, dude. But long story short, the ICP decided to do a Showdown league for the time between now and BDSP. I mean, probably competitive Pokemon. It appears to be confirmed that it will be on Sword and Shield and whatnot, so that'll actually make it better on most people for Draft League. But for now, we decided to do a National Dex draft on sports. 10 to 12 Pokemon, no more, no less. Unlimited trades, 5 free agency picks. End of week 5, standard stuff, no baton passing. Mega Evolve, whatever. So yes, Megas are valid in this league. No cut moves such as Hidden Power, Tail Glow, Pursuit, etc. I didn't know that Tail Glow was a cut move, I'll be honest with you guys. No Z moves, Gigantamax or Dynamax allowed, so Megas, yes. Z moves, G Max, D Max, no good. Standard, Uber, Smogon, clauses, sleep, evasion, etc. I don't know if that means an item clause, to be honest with you guys, but we're going to assume as if an item clause is in effect. You guys will see our team, and then I will show you guys our opponent's team and everything. So let me show you guys the rosters. And some of the teams you guys might actually know from previous leagues of what. You see Team Knots and the Forest Curse. You see Sally Mumble and the Austin Toros. We will be battling Sally again probably next week for the YCO, the finale. And I know he's probably looking for revenge on us. Roll Street, Rillaboom, Mario B, hell of a dude, good guy. Be fun to battle him. JV, our rival from the ATL, he is back in draft. He was out for a while, at least on the uploading side of things. He was still behind the scenes, but now he's back for real. Al Bunny Bisharp, SW, I guess he rebranded from I think he was the Kentucky Keldeo, if I'm not mistaken, in UPA. Trexo, I don't think I've ever battled him before. Portland Timbers. Tiger, I've known him from Matt O'Shea's server. Good dude. Should be a good team to battle in the future. TD0, we just battled him in SSBA. That league I'll probably upload sporadically if I do record those. It'd probably just be a Twitch exclusive league that I do the battles on, of which, by the way, I'll plug that, twitch.tv/JoedaFlamin. We go live every Saturday between 2 and 3 p.m. and go till whenever. Pat Max, Sacramento Sand Slash, he's tough. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. He is tough. Jer, never heard of him. Woodsy Noctowl, never heard of him. TempuraBoiz, I've heard somewhat about him. Shadow Ace, never heard of him. Luke Time, I think I've heard about once or twice before. And then Helios, I have heard of him before. So, as you can see, some teams did the full 12, some went 11 like we did, some went 10. So, I mean, it really just was a preference on how the points were. I mean, my team, you can see, we got Zygarde, Mega Gardevoir, Cinderace, Crocodile, Gyarados, Shaman, the land form. I asked that question during the draft if the Sky form of Shaman was allowed, and I was resoundingly denied that because apparently Serene Grace on that Mon is massively broken. I would not know because I've never used Skyform Shaman. To be honest with you guys, I don't even think I've ever caught or gotten a Shaman from an event, if I'll be honest here. So I decided, what the hell, let me try it out, be a little fun there. Palo Sand, nice Ghost Grass type, Crustal, Bug and Rock. I got a good amount of rock setters if I ever want to do that. Spectrier, you could throw it out there. Most people don't like the horses. I'm okay with them. Maybe that's a personal preference and whatnot. I like them. They have their own niches, but every mon has their own niche at the end of things. And then naturally, I'm a Steel type lover. I'm a Steel type expert. I got Klefki, so that way I can have a Steel type. And if we look at the teams, I'll just say which ones I respect because they pick Steel types. So, Knots, respect you. Sally, respect you. Mario, well, let me also preface this. I do respect all the trainers in this league, but I just respect ones who pick the Steel type. Because, I am the Steel Master. I am the Steel Master. So Mario, you're a good guy. Jay, you're a hello guy for picking Mega Aggron. SW, you got Mega Steelix and Aegislash, 2 grade 1s. Trexo, you got Escavalier. Tiger, you got Celesteela, hell of a mon. TD, you got no Steel. Oh wait, no, Scizor Mega. My bad, I messed that one. Pat, you got Napoleon. Best freaking Sinnoh starter right there. Don't even come at me. Empoleon lovers, rise up in those comments because we will dominate Sinnoh like we did back in 2007. Jur, he's got Excadrill, which is a hell of a good mod. Woodsy has got Magneton, so he's got Eviolite mod, always a good thing. Tempura, Melmetal, hell of a mon. Shadow's got Corviknight and Heatran, 2 good mons. Luke has got Metagross, easily one of the greatest Steel types in the history of mankind, bar none. And then Helios, he's got Cobalion, which is a good Steel type, but I think it gets more niche as a fighting type. So let me go and pull up my team right here, ATF. And you see we play the TempuraBoiz. So we go and we pull up his team. We go to TMP. He's got Melmetal, Kyurem, Snorlax, Alolan Muk, Blastoise, Mega Pidgeot, Ditto, Rotom, Mo, Nidoqueen, and Hypno. He's got a really good team, if I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of synergy, real strong core at the top there with Melmetal, Kyurem, and Snorlax. Kyurem can do anything, really. Melmetal, it's really like, it does work, Melmetal. I like it. Iron Fist with double Iron Bash, whoo, does that do some damage. Snorlax, it can do it could be a physical wall, it could be a special wall, it could be a belly drum sweeper, it could be a curse sweeper. Alolan Muk, I really don't know much about Alolan Muk. All I know is that it's got Drapion's type, and that's if I remember correctly, I think it gets Poison Touch if I'm not mistaken. Blastoise, it's a good mod. Shell Smash is definitely a very strong way to set up in the beginning or even in the mid game and clean up at the end. Mega Pidgeot is, I'll be honest, I like Pidgeot as a Pokemon itself. Its Mega form, if I recall, all it gets is no guard, so it basically guarantees Hurricanes can hit. Let me remember something. And, I mean, you guys will see it right now while I'm doing it. Because I don't know what the heck its special attack stat is. Base stats. Base 135. Okay. Yeah, that is hella broken with Hurricane. Okay, so I have to be very careful about that. Ditto, it's really just an imposter mon. Rotom Mo, it can do stuff. I mean, gets Leaf Storm, gets Volt Switch. Nidoqueen, Sheer Force Life Orb combo. I think we all agree Nidoqueen is probably better in that side of things. But Nidoqueen can do good in her own right. Rabombi, I know it gets Quiver Dance. I know the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon trial was really difficult with that. But I think I didn't have a Steel type back then, so that probably helps with why it was so difficult for me. And then he only had 2 points left, it looks like, so he picked Hypno and said, what the heck. So, that's his team. That's my team. Let me show you guys the 6 that I'm bringing. Oop. Let me reconnect. So the 6 mons I brought were, first off is Completion, the Zygarde. I gave it Boots this week just in case of like T-Spikes or rocks or anything like that. The reason why is because I have the Sub D-Dance set here. I did Sub and D-Dance with the Boots that way I can at least guarantee I can, not take damage. And also Webs. I forgot about Webs. I just found that out. That Webs is negated by Boots. I never knew that. D-Dance is there, 1,000 arrows, Outrage. I mean, base 121 defense with 92 in HP. I think it can take at least one neutral hit without fading. So it's definitely going to be something. Next up is Gretzky, the Cinderace. Now, I forgot to also mention this. I cannot, under any circumstances, use Libero. And I'll be honest with most of you guys. Excuse me. That you guys can probably agree with me. Libero, we know how broken Protein was with Greninja. This is Gen 8's Greninja, just the physical version. Gave Cinderace a Life Orb this week to max out the damage. Power Ball, Zen Headbutt, High Jump, U-Turn. Pretty much the same 4 moves that it usually runs, although, as I found out from Frost Ice, it gets Gunk Shot, it gets Iron Head. This thing gets a crap load of coverage, ladies and gentlemen. It gets a crap load of coverage. Like, it can literally become a freaking ground type. But yeah, it's Life Orb, it's Blaze, all that stuff. Next up is Vector the Crocodile. I mean, Vector is a perfect nickname for this mon. I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I got Sonic Colors Ultimate coming next week. Never played the original. Want to play it. I like the franchise. So, why not nickname a Pokemon based after a crocodile after a cartoon character that's named after a crocodile? All I'm missing is the shades, all I'm missing is the gold chain around his neck, and all I'm missing is Charmy B and Espio the Chameleon. And technically Knuckles back in the day. I mean, he was part of Chaotix. Ran Intimidate this week just so that I could minimize the Melmetal, the Snorlax. If Blastoise somehow was a physical attacker, go somewhere like that. Knockoff, let's be real, 90% of Crocodiles are... Almost 90% of Dark Mons will have knockoff because they get the stab boost on top of the item boost and they remove the item. Stone Edge is the next move. It's there for Kyurem, it's there for Mega Pidgeot because again, although let me just see something while I'm here. Pidgeot Mega. Does this thing get any... It gets U-Turn. And that's it. Okay, so it couldn't get anything to super effective hit us. I'm learning new things left and right, ladies and gentlemen. And then Earthquake for, naturally the Crocodile. 208 with a Jolly Nature. It outspeeds just about everything on his team that isn't max speed, with the exception of, like, Rabambi. I don't think it would outspeed Mega Pidgeot naturally. I think I gave it just enough to outspeed a Kyurem that isn't max speed, if I remember correctly. Next up is Stinger, the Spectrier, another subset, but this time I wanted to get a sub up to get a free Will-O-Wisp on, and then Hex. If you guys watch the anime in Japan, I mean, I know it's technically a spoiler right now, but I do watch the anime. I'm in the PokeRaf's Discord and Lumio's Trainer Zach's Discords. Great guys, by the way. I cannot thank them enough for their friendship. We just had the battle between Ash and Volkner, and I think that's the first time Hex was used. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first time Hex was ever used in the anime. But it was basically Volkner was paralyzing Ash's team, and then his fan Rotom had Hex, which was pretty freaking cool. But Hex and Will-O-Wisp with the extra, 100 special attack on 145. I mean, you're probably also thinking, why are you giving this thing so much HP? Well, I'll be honest. I want to make sure that it can at least take one hit. If I get lucky and I can set up the sub at the right time, then I'm golden. Next up is Chicago, the Gyarados, Dragon Dance, Power Whip, Earthquake, Ice Fang, max speed, 172 attack with Adamant Nature, Moxie, D-Dance, Power Whip, Earthquake, and Ice Fang. Now, I had Waterfall on this Gyarados for the longest time. And at the last minute going into this match, I changed it to Ice Fang because it'll do neutral against Kyurem, it'll super effect Pidgeot, it'll super effect Rotom, and it'll super effect Nidoqueen. And then Earthquake's there for Melmetal and Alolan Muck, and also Nidoqueen. And then Power Whip is there for the Blastoise. So it's definitely a very gimmicky set. And then finally is Crystal, our Mega Gardevoir, synchronized this week. Thought about going Trace, but when this thing changes in Mega Gardevoir, if I remember, it gets pixelated as its ability. So really, it doesn't matter what ability I give Gardevoir, it's going to change its ability. Calm Mon, Moonblast, Psyshock, and Mystical Fire are the 4 moves. When it Mega Evolves, its special attack is going to go through the roof. So don't really need to invest too much in the special attack. But I maxed out its speed and gave it a little bit of HP. So that's going to be the 6 mods that I bring to this battle. And I will show you guys the match. And we'll see if we can get our first win in the ICP. Okay, guys, we are back. And I will be honest, I forgot to hit the record button on the battle. So, next best option, replay the match. Thank God for Showdown giving replays of the battles. I know some people do this from time to time. I know they do post-coms and whatnot. I just like doing it live because it gives you that legitimate side of things from the players. So, we see that he brings Nidoqueen, Rotom, Melmetal, Snorlax, Alolan Muck, and Blastoise. So, off rip, I think he would lead Nidoqueen because he sees I have Cinderace, he sees I have Gyarados. He's going to try to set up Stealth Rocks right off the bat. Maybe he... does Alolan Muck get Toxic Spikes, I wonder? I don't think Rotom gets Toxic Spikes. No, it doesn't. Like I said, Blastoise is probably like a mid-game Shell Smash. The Snorlax throws me off because I don't know if it's going to be Belly Drum, if it's going to be Curse, if it's going to be Defensive Wall. I really don't know. And then Melmetal, I know it definitely can only have Iron Fist, so he's going to try to bait me with some really strong Iron Fisted moves. So I led with Crocodile in this battle. So I'll show you guys. And he led with Blastoise. So at first glance, I'm thinking to myself, I've made a terrible lead here. So my goal was get Crocodile out as quick as I can. Because he could have Hydro Pump and take me out in one shot. He could have even called my bluff and made a switch into Rotom Mo. with, you know, Earthquake coming out. But I decided, let me switch out as quick as I can here. And I switched into Gyarados. Meanwhile, he went for the Shell Smash on the first turn of the battle, which was really problematic in its own right. I mean, you go for Shell Smash at the beginning. You're trying to say, I want this battle done, over with now. So I decide. Now, what I also know is that he has a white herb on this. So he gets to... but actually, he doesn't get the white herb because of Crocodile. So I found that out later. That Crocodile's Intimidate got rid of his white herb. So he's at the negative defenses. And he uses Ice Beam on the next turn. +2 does 54%. Power Whip hits. I do want to say the neutral... a neutral hit probably wouldn't have been enough to knock it out. But at the same time, I really don't know. So I get the first KO of the match. I get rid of a real threat off rip. And Gyarados gets his attack boost. He sends out Rotom Mow. Naturally, I switch out. I go into Cinderace. And he tricks a Choice Scarf onto me. He goes into Snorlax. I go for Pyro Ball. I do about 22%. And we're going to just do a quick calc on that. If the site would... So let me see. Cinderace. We'll just do Uber Showdown usage. Snorlax. We'll just throw that out there. Yeah. Hold on. I did have life for it. Alright, so about 26 to 31%. But with the Jolly nature. So, I mean, he definitely had some investment in there to negate some of the damage. So, he is thick fat, but we are locked in via Choice Scarf. And he's also leftover. So, we switch out. We bring in Spectrier. And he is a Curse-Lax. So, we see that he is a Curse-Lax. That is very scary just off rip. Because if he has a Crunch or Earthquake, we are really screwed. And he goes for the leftovers again. I hit the Will-O-Wisp, so whatever attack he gets is negated. That does 25% with the burn. I go back into Crocodile and I negate his attack. He goes for Curse again. He just increases his defense. But I use Crocodile's knockoff to get rid of the leftovers. And he just keeps going for Curse. Takes a burn but can't recover it. Stone Edge comes out, does nothing. He has Rest. So that was a good thing to know. He has Curse, Earthquake, and Rest. Which was really, really scary. So I get the Stealth Rocks up while he's still asleep. I miss the Stone Edge. He's still asleep. But, you notice, fourth move, Sleep Talk. So his four moves are Curse, Earthquake, Rest, and Sleep Talk. At first, I didn't look at this in the battle. But then I did. And I was like, he's got nothing on this mob for Gyarados. He's got nothing. Because if he tries to use Sleep Talk and gets Curses, it's not going to do anything. All I can do is just keep on increasing my attack with Dragon Dance, and it's a moot point. So, I bring in Spectrier again, thinking that he's going to... But I do it so I can burn him again, so I can negate some of the... Critical hit does about 60%, which is really important. Now I bring in Gyarados, because I know what his moves are. I set up the Dragon Dances. He goes for more Curses. And I just keep on hitting the Dragon Dances. He rests. He heals himself up. He brings in Melmetal, who takes damage. I use one more Dragon Dance. Go for Earthquake. I knock out the Melmetal at +3 attack. I go to +4. Rotom Mow comes out. I'm definitely faster than it. Ice Fang. One shot. Keep on boosting the attack. Snorlax comes back out. Earthquake. one shot at neutral. Neo Queen comes out. Another Earthquake knocks it out. Alola Muck comes out. Earthquake comes out. That's the game. We win 6-0. I want to say this is my first 6-0 ever. In any sense of the word. But as I found out later, when I was talking with Tempura about this, he actually just ran this team on the ladder. So he had forgotten to change up some of the moves. So I'll still take the 6-0, but I know that this was not the real strength of Tempura. That's something that I do know about. But at the end of it all, we win. We go to 6-0, or 1-0 plus 6 in differential. We're technically in first place. Our next game is against the New Orleans Ninetales and Tiger. So we actually get to battle him for the first time. That's going to be fun. Can't wait to do that, guys. I know I did the stupid plug and I hate myself for it. But if you guys enjoy this, you know, you can leave a like. You can comment on the fact that I got lucky because of Gyarados and not having a move to hit on Snorlax. And I'm perfectly fine with that. And check out Twitch on Saturday. We are going live between 2 and 3. We've got like 6 Draft League battles going on that day alone. And I can't wait to see you guys there. Congratulations! You made it all the way to the end of this video. I thank you very much for your support on this current video. If you want to interact with me more, check out my socials right here. That's my Twitch, that's my YouTube, that's my Twitter. You can comment on any one of them and tell me how good I was, how bad I was, anything you want. Goodbye.